Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. I am so pumped to have you here today because we're going to jump right into what we do best, taking a really complex, super common topic and breaking it down so it actually makes sense. Today, we're demystifying a condition you've definitely heard of, but maybe don't fully understand on a mechanical level: diabetes. We're stripping away the jargon, looking strictly at the facts, and exploring the precise biological locks and keys at play here so you walk away knowing exactly how this condition operates and, more importantly, how it can be managed.
So, think about it. What actually happens when your body just loses the ability to manage its own energy? Because honestly, at its core, that is the exact biological mystery we're going to solve today. You can think of our bodies as these incredibly complex engines, right? And blood sugar is the primary fuel. But what goes wrong when the regulatory system for that fuel totally breaks down?
Okay, let's dive right into this. To understand the whole picture, we have to start at the biological core of the issue. Section 1, the blood sugar problem.
The fundamental definition here is very clear. Diabetes is a serious health condition that affects how your body manages blood sugar. It's really not just a passing ailment. It's a fundamental disruption in your body's internal management system, often starting right at the pancreas. Your body is trying its best to process glucose, which is just sugar, in your blood. But the normal pathways, particularly the insulin required to act as a literal key to unlock your cells and get that energy inside, well, they're simply not functioning the way they should.
And here is the real kicker. Because that system is compromised, blood glucose remains too high for a long time. I really want you to focus on that phrase, for a long time. We're not talking about a temporary sugar spike after you eat a giant slice of cake. We're talking about a sustained, chronic elevation of sugar in your bloodstream. And having too much of this fuel just sitting around in the literal pipelines of your body for extended periods, that creates a highly, highly dangerous physical environment internally.
So why is that sustained high blood sugar so dangerous? Well, over time, that excess glucose acts almost like corrosive material, or like rust in your pipes. It leads to gradual, systemic damage across your body's most critical infrastructure. We're talking about your heart, the body's main engine, your kidneys, the filtration system, your eyes, your nerves, which are your internal communication network, and the blood vessels themselves. It's not just a localized issue, It's a slow, system-wide threat to these 5 major bodily systems if you just leave it unchecked.
Let's move right along and see how this builds. We know what's happening on the inside, so how does this internal damage actually show up on the outside? Section 2, Warning Signs and Hidden Dangers.
If your body is actively struggling with this internal blood sugar crisis, it's going to start sending up flares. There are 6 very clear, tangible warning signs to look out for. First off, increased thirst and frequent urination. That's basically your body desperately trying to flush out the excess sugar. Then there's unusual tiredness, which makes total sense, right? Your body just isn't processing its fuel efficiently. You might also experience blurred vision, notice slow-healing wounds, or have completely unexplained weight changes. These are the physical red flags your body is waving to tell you, hey, the management system is breaking down.
But, and this is a massive but, here is where the story takes a rather dramatic twist. Some people may have diabetes without noticeable symptoms. Literally none. This is the hidden danger we have to talk about. You could have sustained high blood glucose. You could be slowly sustaining that gradual organ damage to your heart, your kidneys, and your nerves that we just walked through, and you might feel absolutely fine. It is an invisible threat for a lot of people, which is exactly why regular blood sugar testing is absolutely crucial. You simply cannot always rely on the warning signs.
Okay, let's pivot sharply from the agitation of the problem to the solution. And yes, there is definitely good news here. Section 3, the power of lifestyle. Because despite how serious that internal damage can be, diabetes can often be managed incredibly effectively. You are absolutely not powerless here. There is a broad, highly effective toolkit available for managing this condition. It involves a strong combination of healthy lifestyle choices, regular physical activity, and balanced nutrition. And crucially, it also includes proper medication when necessary and, tying back to our invisible threat, getting those routine health checkups. This right here, this is your roadmap to taking the control back.
And this brilliantly illustrates the stark contrast between what to eat and what to avoid when we talk about balanced nutrition. On one side, what you should definitely choose more of: vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and high-fiber foods. These are the foods that actively help your body manage its energy efficiently. On the flip side, what you absolutely must limit: sugary drinks, refined carbohydrates, and highly processed foods. Those are the exact inputs that directly overwhelm an already struggling system.
But it goes way beyond just what you put into your body. It's also about how you move it. Regular walking or exercise can drastically help improve blood sugar control. And look, you don't need to suddenly become an Olympic athlete overnight. Straightforward, consistent physical movement, like just going for a daily walk, acts as a direct, powerful lever for managing your blood glucose levels. You are quite literally helping your body burn off that excess fuel sitting in the pipes.
Which leads us perfectly into our final and definitely most actionable phase of this explainer. Section 4, taking control of your health.
Listen, diabetes is not something to ignore. If you take away literally only one thing from our time together today, let it be the gravity of that statement. Because it can be such an invisible threat, it is so incredibly easy to just turn a blind eye to it and put off getting tested. But as we've clearly seen, ignoring it just allows that gradual organ damage to silently and steadily progress.
To combat this, we can condense the solution into a simple, memorable triad to protect your future and drastically reduce the risk of complications. Step 1. Early awareness. Know those warning signs we talked about, and definitely know your family history. Step 2. Regular monitoring. Don't just guess. Go get those routine checkups. Step 3. Consistent healthy habits. Make those active lifestyle and nutritional choices day in and day out.
We've covered the mechanics, the dangers, and the solutions. So I really want to leave you with this one thought. Since the symptoms can be completely invisible, when was the last time you actually checked your blood sugar? Don't let an invisible threat compromise your future. Take the information from this explainer, take control of your lifestyle, and above all, take action on your health today. Thanks so much for learning with me.